Good evening, YouTube. Ian and Jane. Guess which is Jane? Last show of the day, day 4. This was a show that we promised these gentlemen we would go and see last year when we bumped into them. They liked what we do online,
yeah.
and we had a conversation, and we just couldn't get to their show last year. So we definitely, and they emailed us again this year, which was very sweet of them. And we definitely, one of the first things that we put in. And this is by The Brothers Broke, and they are brothers, and it's called When Judas Met John, Songs of Dylan and Lennon. So it's music, acoustic, blues. I just said it was more, would you say it's bluesy?
You're asking me?
I think it's definitely acoustic. I would say it's acoustic, and it's, I'll read you the blurb actually. It says, influenced by the meeting of Bob Dylan and the Beatles, Irish duo Brothers Broke compare, adapt and perform a unique interpretation of songs of both artists. This casual and engaging 45-minute show compares the like-minded and socially conscious lyrics of Dylan and the Beatles, in particular Lennon. The duo modify and present the songs in a blues/folk style with tight sibling harmonies, and I have to say the harmonies are absolutely spot on, around a story of the influence, jealousy, parody and respect that each artist has for each other. I have one criticism, which I'm going to say now, wasn't long enough.
No.
I mean, it was 45 minutes and it went like that and I went, oh, it's finished,
Yeah,
you know. Yeah, that's my only criticism.
And I thought that too.
Yeah, isn't that funny? Because it was absolutely brilliant. First of all, let's talk about the music.
Yeah.
The music itself was brilliantly done. Their interpretations of, these two brothers, we've got one guitar, we've got one bass, and the Hugh, the brother who plays bass, also plays harmonica, and they both sing. And so that's what we've got. There's no drum machines, nothing else. And the interpretations of these songs, not all of the songs that I knew, and I thought I was well versed in, not necessarily Dylan, but certainly in the Beatles and Lennon. There were songs that I didn't really know, a couple of songs that I didn't know.
No.
So I thought the music was absolutely spot on.
Well, and from a layman's terms, I thought it was fantastic. I loved that we were sitting in the front.
Yeah, we did.
And that you could see it's Tom's finger work,
yeah.
Especially on the
guitar.
On the guitar, and I could also see Hugh, you know, some of his chord changes that he was doing on the bass. And he was playing the harmonica. I'm thinking, and in fact, I did turn to him and said, wow, that wasn't easy. Tom was making sure that people appreciated what Hugh was doing, the fact that he was playing both. And I had just, you know, like Ian, I could have done with another half an hour. I really, really enjoyed it, the music.
It was absolutely superb.
Yeah, yeah, and I loved, because for those of you that know what kind of thing I you know, enjoy, is sort of historical figures and etc. etc. I love the fact that there was, the whole evening was around a specific sort of context, which they illustrated beautifully.
They told stories about, for each of the songs. There was a really good narrative to it. So it's not just about, you're not sitting there watching two guys play these songs for 45 minutes.
And they don't just, sorry to interrupt, but they don't just sit there and say, this is a Dylan song, this is a Lennon song. There is a reason
and
why.
You know, it's incredibly well researched, because they talk about where some of, you know, the biographies have been written about both artists, and they can give us examples of what was said by each artist, which I thought was really, really well done. They even, mashup's the wrong word, but I can't come up with any. They actually combine Norwegian Wood with a Dylan song, because Dylan was quite upset about the fact that when the Beatles did Norwegian Wood, and they combined the two songs together, and it's pretty close.
Yeah, I thought
I mean, in this day and age, you might have had Dylan suing John Lennon for copyright. Yeah, because I think they did seem
very close.
It did seem very close, and that in itself, along with everything else, is worth listening to. Their interpretation of these two songs, put together in a really, really sympathetic way.
Really, really well researched.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. Yeah. Now, you haven't got long. It finishes on the 12th. Today is the 5th. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 7 more shows. 2 for one day, Monday and Tuesday. It's at the Space Surgeons Hall, Theatre 1. It's not a bad sized room, is it? And it was sold out tonight. And I think, you saying it was sold out last night?
That wasn't me.
Oh no,
I don't know.
I don't know. I think maybe they told. We stayed back with them for a drink, because we wanted to just catch up with them, because they'd emailed us and they tried to get us to come last year, and we couldn't make it. But we would definitely go see. We would go see another show by then.
Oh, yeah.
I think
absolutely.
really,
Absolutely.
So, I mean, it was just absolutely fantastic. And because I had a conversation with them afterwards about the sound, because they were asking, where, and I thought the sound where we were was spot on, actually. It was well balanced right the way through. Like I say, their harmonies are absolutely superb.
I just really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, and not knowing. I mean, yes, I knew I Am Walrus, and I think I've heard of Norwegian Wood, but I couldn't have told you about it. So, and I didn't know any of the Dylan songs particularly, and but I was just fascinated by it all, and really enjoyed the quality of the music.
Yeah. I actually did say to you, one of the first things I said to us is, I am not a Dylan fan. I am not a Dylan fan. And I actually have always preferred Bob Dylan's songs sung by somebody else. So to get these guys to do it was spot on for me, really, because I wouldn't listen to Bob Dylan singing his own songs. I've never liked his voice. Sorry, Bob, if you ever see this, not going to happen, is it? I'm sure Bob Dylan will be ringing me up or emailing me next, saying that is a joke. Right, anything else?
Nope.
How many stars?
I would like to give it a 5.
Yeah, I'm going to give it 5 too,
because
it was a really good show.
It's a lovely evening. I mean, it really is.
It's a nice time of the night as well. It's 7:40 for 45 minutes. Should be 2 hours.
Yeah.
And it was just a lovely thing to finish off a busy day, really.
It was
great to sit
really
there.
Great.
And like I say, it just went too quickly. So definitely worth seeing, and I think definitely a 5-star show. Yeah. So hurry along and see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Can't remember what we're doing tomorrow. I think we've got a bit easier day tomorrow, actually.
I think I'm seeing something to do with Lear in the afternoon.
Are you Lear?
Is it Lear in the afternoon?
No, I think
oh no, it's Truman Capote.
Yes, we've got 3 shows tomorrow, which is a bit better. It gives me a chance to do some editing, I think, as well. Yeah. Which I'll start tonight, but we'll finish off tomorrow. So thanks so much for watching. If you like what we do, you can hit subscribe. Well, you don't have to if you don't want to. Dinging that little bell is always nice, and giving it a like. YouTube likes. That's right. It helps the algorithm, makes us more popular. Anyway, if you'd like to do all that sort of stuff, we greatly appreciate it. And let us know what you're seeing and what you're thinking of other stuff. And if you see these shows, tell us what you think about them downstairs, because down below in the comments. because other opinions are available.
Yep.
Okay. See you tomorrow. Night night.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.